Hello, and welcome to the world of smoking. Have you ever wondered how easy it is to smoke any kind of food, but you've always feared the outcome? Well, worry no more. My name is Marcus Cartwright. I'm a student at Colorado Christian University, and I have been barbecuing and smoking high quality meats and vegetables since the age of 8. That's right, you heard me right, the age of 8. There's only so many steps you have to take prior to smoking. First, select what type of meat you would like to smoke, ranging from chicken to fish or even veggies. Select your favorite seasonings for the desired flavor that you like. The same way you're seasoning your meats inside your house, I recommend doing the exact same thing in order to get that effective flavor that you know you love. Second of all, decide when you want to prepare the meal. If you don't want to prepare it until later on in the week, if you have the time, I suggest that you make a marinade and you let it soak for 2 to 3 days in your refrigerator. It takes on the moisture, and then when you smoke it, you don't have to worry about dry meats because most of the moisture inside of the bowl is absorbed into the meat, and as you cook it, it gets locked. Depending upon the meat that you're wanting to cook and or vegetables, you have a wide variety of smoking chips and or chunks that you can use to get the flavor desired. You have your light fruity woods such as cherry, apple, and peach. And you also have, they call them the medium to heavier, thicker flavor smokes such as hickory, pecan, and maple, and even oak are more used for, I guess, the grittier type meat such as beef. When you're doing a brisket, a lot of people use hickory or they use mesquite because it's a thicker type of meat. So the thicker the smoke, the more flavor you get. So in order to get that flavor all the way throughout the meat, a thicker smoke will allow you to do that. And once it hits the inside of the meat, it's not going to be overwhelming. So more times than not with the brisket, they'll shave off the outside bark, which is almost as black as a piece of coal. And then inside, you have nothing but nice, moist, beautiful flavored meat. Before you get started, though, you have to select the smoker. You can use a propane grill and buy a smoker box, which I should have brought in here for a demonstration to show you. But I have an Oklahoma Joe's Longhorn edition. So I have the propane on one side, cold smoke on one side, and then hot smoke. Get your briquettes burnt down to where they're nothing but white and there's no more flames. Use the wood chips of desired size and flavor. I suggest smoking with chunks, depending on what you're smoking anyways. That way you don't have to open it up as often. Periodically just poke your head in to make sure it's doing its job. Just watch your smoker and see if it's smoking. For this, I'm smoking pork steaks, and this is the wood I'm using. This is apple wood. So that would fall in the category of the light fruity woods. I definitely wouldn't eat it by itself. Keep a close eye on your grill just to ensure that there's not a flare up. If it gets too hot and you have too many breathers open, shut them down. That way the wood only smothers. All you want is the smoke being produced off the wood from it burning slowly, not a heavy flame. Otherwise you're going to burn your meat and the inside will remain raw, which is not a good thing if you're cooking things such as pork and chicken. Before indulging in your meat that you prepared, make sure you check the temperature range because you want to prevent any foodborne illnesses. Check online for resources for safe cooking temperatures for all meat and or veggies that might be prepared. Of course, the final test, take the meat off the grill, allow it to rest for about 15 minutes, and allow the temperatures to reduce to avoid being burnt. On top of that, it allows those juices that were once getting ready to exfoliate through the meat to soak back into the meat, and anything that's sitting on the pan and or plate starts to get absorbed again. I know I gave you a lot of information, but stand strong and know learning is power. Bon appetit. Hello everyone and welcome back to an episode of Cartwright's Country Kitchen. No, just kidding. So I'm here at the grocery store now. It looks like it's pretty packed because everybody's getting ready for Super Bowl Sunday. So we're gonna hop out of the truck here and head on in to figure out what we're getting. I'm not quite sure what we're doing yet. It's gonna be something good though. We'll go ahead and throw it on the smoker. So I'll see you guys inside. All right, getting ready to light up the smoker here. See if we can get in there. Let's see if y'all can see. Goodness gracious, this wind is getting me. Oh, there we go. Oh, we need more lighter fluid. That bad boy don't want to go yet. Hey, there we go. Let's go. Fire on up, let's go. I decided to pick up something a little bit different from Winco there. It's just pork steaks. They're thin, they're not super thick, so it's not going to take me a long period of time to cook these up. So what we're going to go ahead and do is season them up. I have a few seasonings out right now as far as seasoning salt, chili powder, garlic, onion powder, basil, and I have a few other ingredients I'm not going to tell because they win competitions. But stay tuned. Okay, now that the meat's all seasoned up, it's ready to throw on the grill. I'm going to go ahead and go out here and we're going to check the charcoal and see if it's ready. So as if you can't tell, it is dark outside. There's the grill down here. I'm going to go ahead and try to do this. Unfortunately, those that typically help me record are not here today. There's a lot of stuff going on. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay the meat down here on the grill. The smoke is already starting to barrel out of there. Unfortunately, you guys can't see this. It looks really good already. And here's the finished product. I also suggest, while checking the temperature, they're cheap enough, go ahead and get yourself a digital thermometer. You can get them for less than $10 even. They just work great. And then once you figure out what your temperatures are, more times than not, they come with an instruction manual telling you what the desired temperature is per meat. All right, God bless.